driver as well.
Oh, we see a mistake from
Collard. Left the door open here. It's going to be on the wrong line going into the turn as well. This is for the final place on the podium. Rolf Winneken in the Lamborghini, wheel to wheel. Collard is trying his best to squeeze him on the way into the left-hander that comes up. He braves it around the outside. There's a right-hander coming up. It's going to have to go on the curbs, on the grass. The Lamborghini's got the left-hand below the better line. Through he comes. And Rolf Winneken is through. Collard down to 4th place. And look at Jules Gounon right behind them with the Corvette here. Nose to tail. 3rd, 4th and 5th. Just 2 minutes of the race to go. Collard has lost out. Gets on the throttle, tries not to lose too much traction. And up towards the left-hand hairpin they will come. But it is a Lamborghini through, and Rolf Winneken on the podium here. The team ultra pleased about that. And that was suddenly happened, didn't it? Because it was about a second clear on the previous lap. And Collard did his very, very best to defend the position. He braved it around the outside. He certainly didn't make it easy. But it's down to 4th place now, and he's got to try, rather than perhaps trying to get the place back, he's also got to make sure he doesn't lose one to the Corvette.
Yeah, we need to see if we get a replay what's happened to Ricky Collard, because it was 1.5 second clear in the front, and all of a sudden he lost the time and had Winneken on his back, on his tail. So something probably happened on the last sector. Maybe overshoot the corner, lost the brakes, and unfortunately it is leading to the
he's lost a lot of pace,
overtaking maneuver, and he lost the last step on the podium. And looks like Jules Gounon will try also the same.
Gonna have to try the outside, though, isn't he?
Right on the outside, not this lap.
See how going deep into the corner and taking the tight line has actually compromised his exit, hasn't it, in the BMW? But there's no way through just yet for Jules Gounon.
This playing on the favor of Rolf Winneken, which is now able to put a small gap and ensuring his last spot on the podium.
We're in the final minute of the race as well, so we're almost home and dry.
We'll get one more lap. We'll see now.
This is coming out of turn 12, but he'd already lost the time by then, hadn't he? He'd already got the Lamborghini with him.
Yeah. Somehow he lost maybe in the last 2-3 corners.
This was brave from Ricky, wasn't it, to try and stay around the outside, because he knew he'd have the better line for the right-hander, but then it was the left-hander immediately after in turn 3, and Rolf knew that eventually, if he stayed there, he'd have the better line coming out of the sequence.
And we see also Jules Gounon as a perfect spectator from the maneuver.
Almost through, wasn't he? Oh, a thrilling end to the race. The clock has ticked down to 0, though. And not much time left for Ricky to try and... Well, I don't think he's going to get his place back on the podium, because, as you say, Rolf Winneken has pulled away now. It's more about hanging on to points and this 4th place finish if he can. As they come on to their final lap of the race. The race leader is still comfortably the Lamborghini of Ezequiel Perez, who is only 3.5 seconds clear, though, of Cotto de Felipe. So that gap has come down from 7 seconds to 3.5 in the last 5 or 10 minutes. But...
we see now Connor is almost the top guys, only in the front, the only one driving into the 23s.
Yeah, he's kept on pushing, but he's going to run out of time, isn't he? What about Jules Gounon, though? Can he find a way through to 4th place here on Ricky Collard Schnitzer BMW, which looks like it's struggling for grip at the moment? He's going to have to defend again here, isn't he, Ricky? But just about fends off, for the time being, the Corvette of Jules Gounon. This is for 4th and 5th place on the final lap of... It's been another fantastic and fascinating ADAC GT Masters race.
I think we have one more lap. Usually, because I think they cross, the first driver crossed the line before the 0-0, because usually it's one more lap after the time run off.
Plus 1 lap.
So we should be starting soon now, the last lap of the race.
Yeah, I think he must have just got through, mustn't he, before the time ticked down. We were looking at this battle for 4th place. He's been off in a world of his own, the leader. The gap's down to 2.3 seconds now.
Yeah, we start now the last lap of the race.
Last chance, probably, isn't it, for Jules Gounon coming into this next sequence of corners to get 4th place away. Ricky Collard knows it, defends the inside line doggedly. The BMW, what will it be like on the way out of the corner? He's deep into the corner, he's going on the curbs, on the grass. The Corvette goes through, up to 4th place, right at the end of the race. And that was really because Ricky took such a tight defensive line on the way into the corner, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, he took a really tight defense line, tried to break the same point. Grip is not the same there. He had no angle to turn on, to turn into the corner, and he ran really wide on the outside.
It's still a good result on the face of it. 5th place. They started 7th.
I think we would have need 3 more laps, and Conor De Filippi would have chased Ezequiel Perez Compact. Oh, we have someone on the gravel.
That is Christopher Ho's Audi, I think it was, the number 9 car. Yes, which is dropping down, plummeting down the timings. So, yeah, of course, Perez will say he's just been controlling the pace here at the end of the race. But it is going to be a victory. It's going to be the 4th different winner as well that we've had in the 4 races this season. The checkered flag awaits then. It's going to be a victory for Lamborghini. Ezequiel Perez takes the checkered flag and wins here at the Lausitz Ring. Mirko Bortolotti, his teammate, driving the first stint. And the team absolutely delighted at Grassa Racing Team with the performance, not just of one car, but the other, because they got another one on the podium as well, with Rolf Wyneken taking 3rd place there. So the reigning champion, Conor De Filippi, coming home in 2nd place, only 1.4 seconds behind the Lamborghini at the end of the race. So it was 19 coming home first for Grassa Motorsport, the Lamborghini of Bortolotti and Perez. 2nd place for the Audi number 1 car.